And look, they're conditioned just to reply like this, either threatening you or calling you names, because they've never had to argue in the last 7 years. Whenever a debate starts, they reported you and you got banned. A whole political side became the villain somehow. And Tyler, look, this is the result. They can't actually discuss anything.
Kevin, won't you tell us, please? Oh, Mr. Scampoli, where are you? We all must hear from you now.
Do you see what Paige said about this? So we had Roe v. Wade overturned by the Trump Supreme Court. How fucking lucky are we? This one president got to appoint 3 justices. Oh, thank God. He is the greatest of all time, and he did it against so much resistance. He never wavered. He fought for us, and he fought for what he believed in. First, let's go back to where it started. This is my favorite tweet on the whole thing. So everyone's freaking out over this abortion shit, and then someone tweets out, this is @comfortably_smug, how it started. And here's when Donald Trump was president. You heard about that Ruth Bader Ginsburg dying. And we all knew it was great news, but Trump has too much of a heart, you know? Trump has too much of a soul. Unlike Biden, who would just mumble a reaction. Look at how Trump react. And there's like Billy Joel. No, is it Elton John's playing in the background? And it's it's like a movie scene. Look at this. So this is what got us here. This was a couple of years ago.
She just died? Wow.
Blue Jean Baby.
I didn't know that. I just, you're telling me now for the first time.
Don't you miss him? Look at him. Maybe it's the nighttime, makes him seem a little cooler than usual. But look at how much he's affected by the death of an enemy. All right, here's how it all started.
She just died? Wow.
Baby.
I didn't know that. I just, you're telling me now for the first time.
Don't you miss him? Look at him.
She led an amazing life. What else can you say? She was an amazing woman.
This is on the spot. Joe Biden can't even read well. This fucking idiot. I hate our president right now. And we only had one great president in history.
VA11
anyway.
has grit and says I want Rizzo to work on my farm.
The only good president we ever had right here, Donald Trump. The only real president you'll ever see. This fucking country's bought and sold. They banned our jewel. Donald Trump would have never done that. He actually cared about the people.
Has grit and says I want to grab some pussies now.
And that's why the machine hated him. That's why the media, the courts, the whole DNC-controlled lie hated him. Because they hate you. And he represented you. You'll never have a president that does that again. And you woke up too fucking late. How do you feel, Dewey Foley? That your
Liam
fucking
from
jewels
YouTube
banned?
has grit and says at least
Will
you
you
don't have
shitheads stop
Boris.
grading, you fuckheads? You sound like retards right now. Fuck you.
Amazing woman. Whether you agreed or not, she was an amazing woman who led an amazing life. I'm actually sad to hear that. I am sad to hear that. Thank you very much.
Watch him go off. Look at him. This guy's only like 3 years younger than Biden. Can you believe that? He's going to live forever. He salutes them. Oh, look at him salute those men. And that's out of respect and love. Joe Biden hates these two guys when he walks by him. He hates everybody. He's a fucking fake ass, and he hates black people, that Joe Biden. What did he call them, aggressive or something, Tyler? But where's that speech of Joe Biden back in the 90s yelling about how he doesn't care about the situation that put black people where they're in? They're violent.
It doesn't matter whether or not they're the victims of society. The end result is they're about to knock my mother on the head with a lead pipe, shoot my sister, beat up my wife.
This guy has always been the worst. The Democratic Party has always been anti-black. Yet they somehow tricked a whole generation for too fucking long. Well, we just saw Donald Trump, a genuine human being, a real president who cared about people, sad about Ruth someone. And now, Tyler, after all that, a few years later, we got his 3 amazing justices. Thank God they all died under Trump's watch. Oh, and now we got rid of that Roe v. Wade shit. But look, Real Page thinks it's bad. Real Page.
Dewdrop.
Paige has 12 abortions.
Alfie Gray sent 100 elixir.
She might have like 14 by now. She's like Ric Flair. How many title reigns? How many abortions? I know it's 13 or 14, and she's going to have her last abortion in July. It's going to be at StarCast. So Paige's last abortion. Get your tickets now. Look at this fucking retard and what she says. Look at this. So Paige tweets out, okay, now hit men with vasectomies, which of course is a surgical procedure to stop cum from making its way into a pussy. That's what she compares this to, is cutting a man open and basically aborting him, like giving him a forced abortion, when we're getting rid of a surgery. It's like the opposite of what this whole thing is. She says, okay, now hit men with vasectomies. Or is it just women who have to have their bodies be controlled? Tyler, why is this turned into a control of a body issue? Why is this turned into something as simple as a CM Punk shirt? The freedom is in your hands now, Paige. The responsibility is in your hands, and that's what scares them, Tyler, is now they have to have responsibility and accountability for their actions. I saw one tweet by some random that was like, has anyone even heard of stealthing? Like, I guess stealthing is when you take the condom off without telling the girl. And it's like, that's why you think Roe v. Wade should be around? Why killing babies should be a right? Because you're fucking creeps like that? Like, first of all, Paige, yeah, force every guy you fuck to get a vasectomy. That's now your right, and guys will. You've seen her Twitch fans. They'll all get vasectomies for her. And as far as the girl who's fucking stealthers, get one of those, like, what is that called? The IV? Not an IV. A UV? Get one of those things in you, those birth control things surgically implanted in you. Take the pill. Wear you can shove something up your pussy that even catches cum. There's like a million options of birth control, and isn't that free under this fucking administration? You can get your birth control. There's no shortage of it.
Now Hawkeye Black has grit and says Brad Maddox came in, Paige didn't he?
It's responsibility these people are afraid of, Tyler.
This fucking Page bitch is so fucking stupid. Like, it's not like we're fucking saying, okay, if we're gonna do this aborting rule, okay, just no women can ever be pregnant again. All of you go get your tubes tied right now. Let's fucking do it while we all go get vasectomies. We'll just no more population, no more populating. That's it. How does she comparing those two things together? Okay, one is one is getting rid of a fucking baby that you don't want to have.
Came out great, babe.
They're all acting like we're all gonna wake up pregnant tomorrow and can't do anything about it. Like pregnancy's random. Like it just happens. You roll the dice and you're just pregnant suddenly. No, you are in control of the entire fucking process. And this Roe v. Wade shit took control out of states. Right. This Constitution is great because it was put power in the people in the state. The federal government is always the enemy. A federal government is basically why we revolted to begin with and started the United States of America. Get rid of these fucking federal assholes. We should have an Articles of Confederation. That was perfect. Get rid of this central government bullshit. And get rid of these student loans. I'll go with it, right? Yeah, we can get refunded on those student loans at the same time. Tyler, look, Dr. Britt Baker's mad at Kane. Kane tweeted out, Kane's the best. Kane never says anything mean or rude. He's always just saying a nice thing. And then he gets replies from wrestlers that are like, you should be dead. You're a piece of shit. Like, that's what their arguments always are, because they don't know. Who replied to this that way? We'll come up to Rosemary. You literal piece of shit. That's your political debate? That's your argument? No wonder you need a fucking site like Twitter where conservatives just get banned when you want them to. When emotions win out without logic. Fuck you. I can't wait for Elon Musk to fix this. And look, they're conditioned just to reply like this. Either threatening you or calling you names because they've never had to argue in the last 7 years. Whenever a debate starts, they reported you and you got banned. A whole political side became the villain somehow. And Tyler, look, this is the result. They can't actually discuss anything.
They can't at all, and I'm disgusted with what I'm seeing right now because I just saw that Rosemary fucking tweet just go up in likes as we're talking about it. I just saw a little thing go prink. Everyone's just fucking loving that she's calling Kane a piece of shit.
Kane said, Roe v. Wade was overturned, ! This clears the way for states like Tennessee. By the way, Missouri already passed an abortion ban. I started shopping for places there immediately. I can't wait to have like 10 babies in Missouri. And Tyler, I found out all you got to do is not be there for the birth. If you can keep your name off the birth certificate, they have to. Now the burden is on the state to prove you're the parent. And if they can't find you, they can't prove it, you'll never pay child support. So I fucked up the first couple times. But look at this. So Kane said Roe v. Wade has been overturned. This clears the way for states like Tennessee to pass stronger protections for the unborn. It is an answer to a prayer for so many. Hashtag right to life. You literal piece of shit. Bro, yeah, you don't live in Tennessee. And thank God. All these assholes who moved to Austin, Texas can go back to their prison, California, and kill all the babies they want and step over the needles on the street. Fuck you and get your child trafficked. Anyone born in L.A., grew up in L.A., they're all Denise Salcidos and they're sick in the head. That place is disgusting. So that's all Kane tweeted. And then Britt Baker quoted it and said, look at this. This is her political debate. This is her political reaction. No wonder you couldn't cut it as a dentist. Hashtag idiot. All right. So that's fake. He was never a dentist. That was Isaac Yankem DDS, okay? And Isaac Yankem DDS was a retarded character, but he loved abortion. He was on your side. He didn't brush his teeth like you. So this Britt Baker is saying, look at this reaction. How dumb is this? No wonder you couldn't cut it as a dentist. That's not real. But then she throws in a hashtag idiot, a name call on top of it. So how is anyone reading any of this and hitting favorite 16,000? Finally, someone says it. Hashtag idiot. That's why abortions are cool.
Alfie
Hashtag
Gray
idiot.
has grit and says, do dentists abort babies?
Is there one liberal making a point on this website, Tyler, or are they just having fits like a baby?
It's all making perfect sense, Kevin. What is wrong with you? Obviously, for years and years and years, we've all been wondering here, how come Kane hasn't made it as a fucking... how come he's never made it as a dentist in his life? How come he's never grew up in the life of dentistry? And we finally know why. It's because of that fucking stupid-ass tweet that he made, man.
Dan Housen tweeted on it. Look at his political statement. A picture of CM Punk times 2. Look, 2 of them. So, like, this is his political hero. This is the guy he wants to like him so bad. CM Punk was a world champion. He must be right. Like, how can you whittle down the worldview, whittle down the death of 40 million babies last year, 40 million worldwide abortions a year? How can you whittle that down to this fucking scumbag shirt, CM Punk?
This is just the ultimate form of let me kiss your ass so much, but then also let me kiss everyone else's ass that is fucking complaining and so upset right now. Let's just fucking get as viral as we can. I'm new to AEW. CM Punk's gonna love me. That's exactly what he was thinking about when he posted that tweet.
57,000 likes. That's amazing. I'm a superstar. I'm gonna be the all-Atlantic champion because I love abortions. And Scorpio Sky was another one. Now they're all coming back to me. Scorpio Sky, you've really let me down. You've let down your country, America. No, not at all. States' rights. Your state might let you down. Move to a different state. You people are fucking gypsies anyway, you wrestlers. You don't have a home. Find a home.
Flip 909 has grit and says Dan Hausen has gay limp wrist.
And then Evil Uno tweeting out too. You make it real hard to like you, America. Wow, why couldn't you be aborted? All these people have liberal moms. It's a miracle they're even here, especially this scumbag, CM Punk. This guy is so lucky he's not an abortion statistic. These guys should hate abortion. Then why is living so bad to them, Tyler?
They're miserable. I've seen enough of it too today, and I woke up like, what the fuck is going on? And even a few hours into my day, I don't think until like 3 p.m. I was like, how come everyone's crying about abortions right now? What's going on? I was so confused. I was seeing all these fucking posts. I am not proud to be an American right now. This is unokay. I need to fucking... They just went down list after list, person after person, complaint after complaint. My social media is flooded no matter where I turn to. It's just millions of people fucking complaining, dude.
Our very own King struck, and they don't even know why. None of them make one point. It's just like, her body, her choice. No, it's not her body. That is another human being in the body. It was her body, her choice to get fucked raw dog. That's how this works. Responsibility. Get some fucking parents and the government won't have to do it for you. So, Tyler, we have our own King Struggle on Discord, our best friend. His name's King Struggle, and he's always getting these wrestlers mad. He got MVP to quote him. Look at this one. So, at Society Movies is King Struggle. And he tweeted at MVP. He called you a dumbass because MVP first tweeted about poor people who can't move to another state to get an abortion if they get pregnant. So King Struggle tweeted at him. He called you a dumbass because you're trying to turn abortion into a rich versus poor issue when it's an issue of personal responsibility and individual choices. And this is important because all black people do this. I was just watching your boy Draymond Green talk to Charles Barkley on the Draymond Green show. And they're talking about how learning how to pay a credit card is racism or something.
Don't hold on, pay it off. And that's the type of stuff I try to teach my homeboys in my small town in Alabama, because there's a lot of scams out there that black people don't know about.
What's so hard about paying off something you bought? Like, All black people are all poor people to these people. It's always race in the end. There's a lot more poor white people than poor black people, whether you like it or not. We outnumber you in every category. Deal with it. That's why they're a minority. But now that abortions are harder to get, we're not going to be a majority for long. It is true that a lot of blacks get abortions, and now we're going to be outnumbered. I'm getting a little nervous. Maybe we should get this Roe v. Wade thing back. But MVP quotes King Struggle and says, "Look at this incredibly stupid person proudly flexing their ignorance on Twitter. How is that your reply? He just taught you the truth. King Struggle's right here, and MVP put a spotlight on it. No matter how much money you make, you better have personal responsibility, and you better make individual choices. MVP has nothing to say to that except incredibly stupid, flexing ignorance. I guarantee most people that read this just agreed with the quoted tweet."
They call it paradise, but it's where his parents died. It's where he will always hide. Only the fiend is let inside. Oh, Mr. Scampoli, where are you? We all must hear from you now. Oh, Mr. Scampoli, where are you? You will never let us down. He's lost many families.